Bringing Up Bates stars Jackson and Emerson Bates are some of the married couples in the family who have stepped away from the limelight. They were also the youngest married couple, and many are glad that they're focusing more on spending time with each other behind cameras. However, some Redditors think Jackson and Emerson are now expecting their first child. Keep reading to see the discussion. Bringing Up Bates. Kelly Jo Bates leaks secret pregnancy. Some Bringing Up Bates fans on Reddit previously discussed Kelly Jo's recent appearance in Zach's YouTube video, where they answered several fan questions. But what caught the attention of many was Kelly Jo mentioning 2 upcoming grandkids in June and 1 in September. Lydia and Carlin are the only known pregnant members in the family today. This led to speculations that there's one more couple who hasn't announced a pregnancy. This led to speculations that it could be Tori and Bobby. However, a new Reddit thread suggests it's Jackson and Emerson. Jackson and Emerson expecting first child. Some Redditors from a different thread talked about the possibility that Jackson and Emerson Bates are expecting their first child. According to the poster, Carlin's latest vlog confirms that there's still one more unannounced baby this year. She and Lydia will give birth to grandbaby number 33 and 34. But the Bringing Up Bates star said there will be a 35th grandchild this year. In addition to that, Emerson's mother posted in December that she's going to be a grandmother again, fueling the rumors even further. Jackson and Emerson have yet to address the speculations. The two haven't returned to social media, and it seems it's going to stay that way for a while. Regardless, many fans believe they're now ready to start a family after 2 years of marriage. The two tied the knot on October 14, 2023. Gil also officiated the wedding, making it more special. Bringing Up Bates. Jackson and Emerson Bates resurface in Kelly Jo's post. One of Jackson and Emerson's most recent appearances was in Kelly Jo's IG post last month. She celebrated the birthday of her son, Jackson, who just turned 23. According to the Bringing Up Bates star, Jackson is her most outgoing son. Kelly Jo also gushed over Jackson's crafting skill, adding that he already builds a lot of things at his age. Kelly Jo Bates continued, "You have always been such a hard worker in every job you've ever tackled, and you've learned a huge variety of job skills. You became very athletic as well. But the thing I have loved most is how very tender-hearted you are." Emerson doesn't show signs of a baby bump in the photo, but it's also possible that the picture was taken way before she allegedly got pregnant. The morning light danced across the rolling hills of East Tennessee, and inside a quaint farmhouse on the outskirts of town, the air buzzed with excitement. Jackson Bates, the 11th child of the famous Bringing Up Bates family, paced across the kitchen, unable to hide his smile. Across the room, Emerson, his glowing bride, stood with a secret tucked close to her heart and a sparkle in her eyes that said everything before a single word was spoken. For months, fans have speculated about the couple's next big step after their joyful wedding in late 2023. Their social media posts have been cryptic, full of subtle hints, pictures of baby shoes, captions about new beginnings, and quiet, lingering glances exchanged in vlogs. Now, it seems the time has come for the truth to emerge. Could it be? Is the Bates family about to welcome a brand new member? A whisper becomes a shout. When Jackson and Emerson tied the knot, fans were immediately smitten with their chemistry, humility, and how effortlessly their personalities complemented one another. Jackson, always the calm and reserved one, found his match in Emerson, whose laughter seemed to bring out a more playful side of him. Since their wedding, they've been busy building a life of their own, renovating a modest home, traveling, and diving into young married life with the grounded faith and family-first attitude that has come to define the Bates clan. But in their latest YouTube vlog, posted just days ago, something shifted. Titled "Something Big Is Coming," the video began innocently enough, with Jackson detailing their week, complete with a DIY project in the nursery, or was it just a guest room? And Emerson baking what she called cravings cookies. But halfway through the video, the camera cut to a quiet moment in their backyard. Jackson stood next to Emerson, holding a tiny pair of shoes in his hands. She looked up at him with tears forming in her eyes. "Are you ready to tell them?" Emerson asked softly. Jackson nodded. "Let's do it." And just like that, a whisper turned into a joyful shout heard across the Bates fandom. The official announcement. In a follow-up Instagram post later that evening, the couple confirmed the news. They're expecting their first child. "Baby Bates coming early 2026. We are already so in love," Emerson wrote, attaching a photo of the ultrasound, a tiny Winnie, and their hands resting protectively over her small but growing baby bump. The post exploded within minutes. Thousands of likes, hundreds of comments, and reposts flooded in from fans, friends, and of course, Bates family members. "Aha, can't wait to be Uncle Zach again," wrote Jackson's older brother. "So happy for you guys. You're going to be the sweetest parents ever," commented Carlin. Even Gil and Kelly Jo Bates, the family matriarch and patriarch, shared the news on their account with the caption, "Grandbaby number 25, and everyone is a miracle." We're praising God for this little blessing and already praying for a healthy pregnancy and delivery. A dream long in the making. While the news may seem sudden to some, Emerson revealed in a heartfelt part of their vlog that starting a family had been a dream of theirs since before they even said, "I do." "I remember being 17 and praying for my future husband," she said, her voice cracking just slightly. "Now to be carrying our child, it's overwhelming, it's surreal. I don't think anything prepares you for the moment you realize you're not just dreaming anymore, it's real." Jackson, never one to be overly emotional in front of the camera, looked visibly moved. "We know how precious life is," he said. "We've seen family members struggle with health issues and loss, so we don't take this lightly. We're grateful beyond words. Cravings, kicks, and changes." In a cue and a session included at the end of their vlog, Jackson and Emerson shared a few early details about the pregnancy. Emerson is currently 13 weeks along. Her biggest cravings: pickles, mangoes, and peanut butter toast. Morning sickness? It was more like all-day nausea, Emerson laughed, but it's getting better now. Gender reveal. Coming soon, they teased. We already have a fun idea planned. The couple also shared how the pregnancy has changed their day-to-day life. Jackson has taken on more house chores, and Emerson has leaned into rest. Learning the art of slowing down, something she admits has been a challenge. "I'm used to being on the go," she said, "but this little one is already teaching me how to be still and just be." How the family took the news. When asked how the rest of the Bates family reacted, Jackson chuckled. "There were lots of tears, and even more screaming." Apparently, the family got the news through a scavenger hunt at the annual Bates family cookout. At the end of the trail, a sign read, "Baby Bates is on the way." Kelly Jo cried. Gil hugged Jackson so hard he nearly dropped the ultrasound. Carlin, true to form, filmed the entire thing and plans to upload a reaction video next week. The family's excited and a little chaotic, as usual, Emerson laughed. But in the best way. What's next? With a baby on the way, Jackson and Emerson are navigating new territory, but they're doing so hand in hand, with faith at the center of it all. "We're not pretending to know everything," Jackson admitted, "but we've got a great support system and a God who's never failed us." The couple plans to continue vlogging their journey into parenthood, from nursery prep to doctor visits to the all-important name reveal, which they hinted might include a family tribute. "There's so much unknown, but also so much joy ahead," Emerson said. "We're just taking it one day at a time." As the sun dipped behind the Tennessee hills and the vlog faded to black, one thing was clear. A new chapter is beginning for Jackson and Emerson Bates. A chapter filled with lullabies, sleepless nights, baby giggles, and love, more love than they ever imagined possible. And while fans may have guessed the news early, nothing compares to hearing it straight from the source. Jackson and Emerson Bates are having a baby, and their hearts have never been fuller.